So to preface this all again, beginnings changed slightly, even though it's a little shorter, but it's changed. That's cool. This episode is hype. I compare it to Demon Slayer 19. If you want to say your thing.
And I'm like, oh man, it's garbage.
Oh no! I mean, it's Naruto filler. So it took 30 or more hours to edit. You didn't really say anything on that note, which is kind of sad, but you already knew. It's kind of just for the video. If you have any questions on this episode, because there's gonna be a lot of like mystery things introduced.
All right.
Go ahead, just pause. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, got it. Why is the art garbage?
Next thing to preface, is very quick paced at times.
Why are the eyes different size?
I didn't animate this, so you can't even ask me.
Why is there some overflow underneath the eye?
What do you even mean?
It's going outside of the frame. Like that could get stopped.
That is fine. That is just the art style.
Okay.
You're telling me that's not Dragon Ball?
I'm telling you that's not Dragon Ball.
So there is a kind of end of the episode thing, not like an after credit scene, but it's like slightly cool. So we'll watch that, and then this is inspired by Emezie Okorafor. So all the music in this episode's from him, except for this opening. But this opening's a little bit different, as all are, but like the music's special. No, I like it because I like added like a lot of like downward to the opening, and then it just kind of goes bright like immediately once the song really starts. It's cool, and then you'll hear like as it goes on, it adds kind of like a noise thing.
So I'm playing a game this episode I like to call the Na, and it's gonna come up about 3 times.
Ooh, look at that.
Uh,
It's like as the series goes on, the song gets diverted. It's like it's being corrupted. And what a perfect episode for it to start corrupting.
I'm gonna be real with you.
Uh-huh.
It just makes the opening sounds sound kind of garbage. Like if I was singing it, it would have been better.
Just wait for the competition.
Oh, I got it. I got you.
By the way, I do all those false perfections. I do all those subtitles like new every single time. I don't copy them over from the previous episode.
False Perfections is not yet sponsored.
In case you didn't know, it's still not sponsored.
Can I make a prediction?
It's not
Is that going to remain there next episode?
It's already on it next episode.
See, what if you get a sponsorship opportunity?
I'll take it off.
I was sponsored. Sponsored by Heatap. Oh, dude, it's a beating heart. A corrupted beating heart.
It's a lot cooler than the previous.
Oh, dude, hey, nah. That's the first nah.
That's the first nah.
Dude, this is like some yin-yang shiz, yeah?
Pretty much.
Oh boy, some running through the universe. Someone just got beat.
I taught you that.
Dude, not gonna lie.
Uh-huh.
That's actually a pretty dang baller sprite. Okay, that was pretty cool.
Dude, she cut the music like Aizen cut the music in Bleach. Dude.
You know what?
Just straight up.
You aren't real.
Dude, is that a bone in there? That's a straight up bone. Dude, that's a really scrunched up face. That's when you know it's serious. Dude, wait, what? Is his hand just back? Dude, his hand is back.
Well, no, this is like a metaphor. Like her outfit changed on this one too.
Dude, I wanna fly.
Never change.
So we're getting some supernovas.
And you can tell it was a metaphor because like background changed too.
Some supernova, that's an evil face right there, you know?
Dude, those eyes are pretty.
Who are you?
Okay, I'm gonna be real. You should have read on that line.
It's the voice act. Okay, I'm working on it. Next, maybe not next episode, but like at least episode 7's voice acting is gonna be pretty. Also, I spent like a good 5 minutes getting those eyes perfectly aligned. Like I understand it might be a little blurry because it's not vectored, but the eyes are like exactly in the right place.
Good thing you were.
Dude, that reminded me of Terra for Mars. That quick cut. That's a pretty cool shot. Oh, dude, even more new animation? Not reused animation?
He's all blue. Dude, you just like, it's like...
By the way, her outfit is inspired from Saw.
The hearts you took away.
Ooh. No, fade out. So, you know, I'm surprised you haven't paused to ask any questions yet. You just fully understand everything that's going on.
Rudy,
Uh-huh.
Do you understand how many anime I've watched? I get every trope. All of them.
Okay.
I have a feeling like this is a sister or a mom when he's going through his memories in some way.
I mean, she literally said who she was.
Yeah, but like...
It probably doesn't help that I'm, like, talking over it a lot.
Like, yeah, you like your voice is like, let's say like this audio is like 100%.
Not good.
Oh, and we're back to the real world. Boom.
You just got kidney punched.
And she just straight up done. Like, there's no coming back from that one. So remember last episode where I specifically had a conversation where they're like, man, you can't interact with any memories. And the next episode, he's just immediately straight up is. I just thought I should point that out for you.
Look, am I really gonna have to? Is it gonna be all blurry?
Is this the second nah?
Alright, so like, the first, nah. Yeah, it's a nah.
That's a nah.
This one, I feel like I could do that one. Like, that one seems like, you know, but nah.
But nah. I mean, heck, you could do all of them.
You're right.
But nah. By the way, get used to that weird, like, Purgatory heartbeat thing. You're gonna see it, like, a good 10 times this episode. Like I said, you're gonna like this old man.
A big old whip.
Dude, that was a cool light trail. And you know it's serious because she's driving fast. So this cane, in case you haven't been able to tell, is actually pretty darn cool. That was inspired from the Cell games. Friggin' Hercule.
The power pole.
That's another Dragon Ball thing. But when he threw him, it was like Hercule versus Cell. And stuff's happening so fast, I feel like I can't comment on everything.
That was explaining. So how do you get a car to physically drive?
She's a good driver. Until she's not.
Ooh, look at that blurry image right there.
Yeah. I mean, I'm
Dude,
still
that arm's
working on him.
We'll go Daddy the Father. His name's Daddy the Father.
By the way, that's only half the episode. Man, what good music. He has PTSD. So this is kind of the scene where I feel like you're gonna have an issue with, just in general.
You gotta. This is voice acting. Not gonna lie.
Dude, the audio lines up with the song. Oh, it glitched out right there.
Worth living for a single day.
That's a weird spike.
It was like a JoJo pose.
Alright, I think I know what's happening, and I think it's a little absurd.
What's happening?
He's re-interacting with the memory by having like a recall of memory thingies with the car that he smashed. They're dancing. A stock image with some trees.
Hey,
some other storybook
these.
trees. Dude, these are from children's storybooks.
No, I literally made like literally all of that.
That's not from a children's storybook,
No.
and then put a red filter on it?
No, dude, that's like 10 different things I put together. The bee and the butterfly are straight from Pick Monkey, I'll give you that.
I was like, you did not make that. Alright, so he's getting patted at a world record speed.
I made this walk cycle. Dude. Alright, so what do you think of the episode?
Understand anything yet. I'm gonna be real.
I mean, I told you to pause if you have any questions, and you didn't pause once.
I'm just saying, you have like questions on things that make sense, and your whole series doesn't make sense. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, then what doesn't make sense? Because JoJo Part 5 doesn't make sense?
Dude, it makes so much more sense than this.
Look,
but okay, so...
You can't say that about a show you haven't finished. Especially one that is literally a mystery.
Oh, hey, Udi, hey, you want to know who hasn't finished JoJo's Part 5 since on episode 30 of 39? And just said it didn't make sense?
Don't use my hypocritical nature against me.
I'm trying to, like, be devil's advocate here and, like, play from every side. Just for reference. I've seen a lot. Most people have not seen as much as me. I feel like it's tough to follow for a lot of people. So this is my understanding. And also, you have to also keep in mind, I also have the benefit of being able to directly ask you questions that other people do not. From my understanding, this is following multiple timelines and phasing back and forth, and they're fading due to corruption and due to like time constraints, correct? Like this episode, it was going between not like timelines, but well, I guess kind of timelines. More, I guess like the same timeline, but snapping in between reality and not.
So there's an in-universe explanation as well as like kind of a headcanon.
Let me try to figure out. So we got universe, right?
Universe.
Then we got where we're at. Then we got... So this is like... corruption.
Corruption, got it.
Okay, so that's there.
So there's corruption inside of the universe.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, like in his universe of like, you know, the time thing and fading.
Okay.
So he's snapping between there, and this is, so let's just say this guy is the car scene timeline.
Okay.
And then I was kind of getting a vibe there was like a third one in this that like it was briefly showing with like the other character maybe. And then in the corruption it had like the other, like the mom girl, the evil one with eyes.
The evil one?
Eyes, yeah, her.
Uh-huh.
So this one was where the big actiony stuff was happening. He was interacting with going Super Saiyan.
Mm-hmm.
This one was the one where the mom was, or maybe this one. And then this one was where he was like kind of going through it and gut punched her. And these kind of began to not merge, but like going between them. Because he was like interfering with this. That's just my understanding of what's going on.
Okay.
Because I'm like kind of, I don't want to say like I'm so confused, but like I feel like it's multiple things that's kind of going over my head because it's tough to distinguish each of the three.
So first of all, let me preface all of this by saying when I watched this with my neighbors the other night, two of them were confused, whereas the third one had already read the book, so obviously she understood everything which was happening, which is completely okay, which also proves that everything will be explained in time. But the two that didn't really understand did have questions. Most of the answers were, it is explained later. And then they're like, oh, okay. And then they had a good understanding.
Okay.
So that's just the so I feel like you are kind of being tainted in this story by, first of all, having me like shouting over it all of the time.
Yeah, so that does it. Also, that does make it harder for me to like follow everything. But
and also because it's your first time watching, you can't go back and like, I mean, you can go back and watch and like pick up more things, but like you haven't yet, and you don't necessarily have to. But like, besides just me screaming during it, I also screamed like before it, and I was like, "Oh, listen to the opening. There's corruption," and I feel like that is what the sole reason why you've come up with this theory, because I said the word corruption during the opening. Not to like put a thorn in your theory, but it's not right.
you want to fact check it? Because I think I'm right.
At least not in the way that you think it's right. So first of all, there is not multiple timelines. I'm not going to do that.
No, I'm not saying multiple timelines, but I'm saying because like he's interacting. I just don't know the other word for it.
There's also there's not multiple universes. There's not multiple different.
Yeah, no, but like I mean, because he's like going like I feel like snapping between memories.
This is the universe, and we are in Purgatory. You agree with all this so far, yes?
Yes.
And inside of Purgatory, to view the memories, they have to use the souls around them.
Yes, the using other people's souls to fuel it.
And then they see the memories, but they don't actually be transported anywhere. So they're still in Purgatory when at the memory.
Okay.
So they don't actually go anywhere. Inside of the memory, it is explained that time moves slower, or at least the fading happens slower. Yes.
Yeah.
So during the episode, right, when he looks at the moon, moon equals bad. So we're gonna put a question mark because we don't know why, but we know Moon is bad. So the evil woman, what I probably should have done is put her in like some sort of like ominous end of credit scene. I didn't do that. Probably should have. I will probably do that for the movie. She is around, and the angel didn't really know it up to this point. Your explanation is that this should be inside head of the main character, right? Yeah. That's what you're gonna go with for now. Just because I say so. The in-universe explanation that you don't necessarily understand, but like you kind of do, but it was also explained. What really happens is evil. So okay, so you got the big bubble, right? Of the mem. Okay, so let me just. Okay, so inside of Purgatory, you have the memory bubble. Okay, and now we're going inside of the memory bubble to a second memory bubble, and that's where the evil woman is taking Michael, and that's where this happens. Because this, keep in mind, memory bubble equals slow. It's up here.
Okay.
So inside Purgatory, time is normal, or at least for like the afterlife. We don't know about the real world.
I'm just saying, Seven Deadly Sins Purgatory is pretty baller, and it doesn't need much of an explanation. It's just cool.
So inside memory, slow. Inside second memory, even slower. So that's why Michael looks at Moon, goes second memory, evil woman transport. It's not really explained, but it's explained enough. So then second memory ends, and keep in mind it's slow. So that's gone, right? And then Michael's back to normal memory. But he's Berserk Michael because he looked at the moon and evil woman and stuff, and you'll get explanations more later. And the curse mark thing, when he got tatted up world record, we're gonna put memory equals tats, which equals later explained.
Okay, got it. I got the spelling.
So we got the cane, right?
Mm-hmm.
This cane's pretty darn cool. Got a button. Button equals gun. Got another button. This button equals knife. And this got a third button. Pretty much same button. And it makes it extend. Pretty cool cane. But evil woman equals mom? Cause she claimed that she was the mom. That's what she said. She's like, well, we raised you. That means we're your parents. But then Angel said parents in heaven. Conflicting information. So you said that there's like corruption in the universe?
Yes.
So it explains like in the like mid-title card things. And there was also an explanation this mid-title card thing. But it's not corruption, it's some event that happened, which is why the souls are disappearing in Purgatory instead of going to the afterlife.
Okay.
So it's not necessarily corruption, but something happened. So you're right
Got
there, but in a way. So remember like when we were calling like before the episode was out, when I was working on it, I was like, man, there's a scene in here you're gonna like question. And then like when the episode came on, I even was like, man, this is a scene you're gonna question. So like, you know how like the car was destroyed and then like later it like exploded and caught on fire?
Yeah.
I expected you to be something like, man, that's pretty big fire. Cars don't do that. Come on, I was like, man, this is so hypo x more than normal than the real world.
Mm-hmm.
Just play it up, but you didn't say anything about it. So I mean, that's good, I guess. Did you have any thoughts on that?
No.
So for people that like want to be hypocritical and say, oh, it's too, my headcanon for those people, regardless of if it's true or not, doesn't matter. So because the old man is rich and stuff, and he has that cool cane for protection. My explanation is the car has like napalm or something in it, just for like because he's rich and wants more protection.
Or something.
If we could just like.
It doesn't matter. It's just an explanation that works with the series and makes a lot of sense. I also feel like I probably should have shown the kid in the car more, like before it actually explodes. Because like up until you see the kid in the car, when he's actually, like, you don't really understand why he's going there. Kind of like runs into a fire for no reason up until that point. Unless you assumed it, but it's not really much to assume, I guess. Sorry, am I talking over your thing?
No, I haven't paused now.
Oh, that was the best comeback you could have said. My neighbors thought that the grandpa... No, you know that the grandma saved him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so to explain that, everybody died but the grandma. Because she was the only one that didn't get killed by Berserk Michael. And that's because she said something to him, and that's when the mid-title card happened, and that's when he wakes up. Because of the thing that she said. It was like a memory. So that's important.